Keith, and this is the video for the Tradition of Excellence, Book 1 for Trombone, page 4. So, if you are starting on page 4, hopefully your first beginning note that's easiest for you is a B flat, and hopefully you've already gone through and learned how to take your instrument out of the case, how to put it together, and how to make your buzz, your sound with your instrument. If you've forgotten any part of that, no problem. You can go back and watch our review video where I'll show you how to do all of that. But today, we're going to get started with our first note on the trombone. So, if we go down to the middle of the page, number 1, the first note, the first thing we're going to see is what we call a B flat. That note is on the second line of the staff, and that is where we are going to start. And so what we are going to do is we are going to start keeping time. Music very often has a pulse, a rhythm. And one of the ways we can keep track of that is by tapping our foot or tapping our toe. So while I play, I'm going to tap my foot so you can hear that and we can keep track of the time together. So the first note we're going to play, the B flat, is going to sound like. And we're going to hold that out for 4 beats while I'm tapping my foot. And then we're going to take a rest. And we're going to rest, in other words, not play for 4 beats. And then we're going to play again, and we're going to go back and forth like that. So let's take a look at number 1, our first note, our B flat here. And we're going to play that note and rest and play and rest and do that 2 more times. Here we go. I'll count us off. 1, 2, ready. Rest. 2, 3. Take a big breath. 2, 3. Big breath again. 1 more time. Here we go. 2 and 3, 4. Very cool. Congratulations. You played your first note on the trombone. You are officially a trombone player, a member of the brass family. Welcome. So we are going to go right on from there into exercise number 2, the second note. With the trombone, we have what we call positions. These are different places we put the slide that will create different notes. The first note we played, the B flat, is in what we call first position, all the way in. The second note we're going to play, C, is in what we call 6th position. So if we take our slide, and you might have to release the slide lock here, we're going to take the slide and we're going to let it go all the way out until we see a little bump on the slide. This is called the stocking. This helps the slide to move and helps to keep it airtight. We want to push the slide down until we can just see that little bump of the stocking, and that is 6th position. When we play the note out there, it's going to sound like C. So we are going to play 6th position out here. I'm going to keep tapping our foot so we have a rhythm, and we're going to play those whole notes again. Hold for 4 beats and rest for 4 beats, back and forth. Here we go. Exercise number 2. 1, 2, and ready. 2, make sure you keep breathing. 2, 3, and breathe. 2, 3, one more time. 2, and ready, go. Excellent. So we've already learned 2 notes here, B flat in first position, and C, which is the 2nd space up on the staff there. Now, in number 3, we are going to go back and forth between the 2. So, we're going to play first position, and you can do this along with me. Take your trombone, hold it up, and put your slide in first position, and then practice going out to 6th position. So when you're looking down the slide, you should be able to just see the little bump of the stocking there. And then we're going to go back to first position and back to 6th. And depending how long your arm is, you might need to take your grip right here. I like to use a thumb and 2 fingers to hold the slide here And you might need to take it and you might need to push your wrist out a ways, or you might have to kind of rotate your shoulder through, but do whatever you can to get the slide out so you can see that little bump on the stocking. And practice going back and forth, first position and sixth position and first position and sixth position, and back and forth. The smoother and quicker we can learn to do that, the easier it's going to be to play. So let's take a look at number 3, where we're going to practice going back and forth. We're going to play our B flat and rest. We're going to play our C and rest, back to B flat, back to C. Okay, here we go. Here's our rhythm. 1, 2, 3, big breath. Now move out to C, sixth position. Now back to first position. Here we go again. Back to sixth. Big breath. Awesome. Very good. So learning to move back and forth is going to be very, very helpful. Now we're going to add one more note to the equation here, specifically a D. So if we take a look at number 4, all together now, we can see we have our D. So the D is located on the 3rd line of the staff. And the way we're going to play that D is by using 4th position. By the way, if you need to be reminded what position these notes are, if you take a look at the top of your page, under the green notes area, it shows the B flat and it gives you a number underneath, 1, or if you see the C, 6 for 6th position, or D, and D is in 4th position. Now, the D, where's 4th position? So we have our hand slide here. This is the part that moves. And 4th position is going to be if we take the end of our slide right here, and when we're looking down the slide, it should be lined up even with the bell. So we have 6th position where we can see the little bump on the stocking. 4th position is where the end of the slide looks like it's right next to the bell. That's where we want 4th position, and that D is going to sound like that. So let's try that together. Number 4, I'm going to keep time here, and we're going to play that D. Whole notes, whole rests, whole note, whole rest. And every time we play, make sure you're taking a nice big breath. Here we go. 2, ready. 2, 3, big breath. 2, 3, try again. 2, one more time. 2, 3, 4. Excellent. So now we're going to take these 3 notes and combine them together in number 5. Mr. Whole Note takes a walk. So we're going to play the B flat, and again, remember the B flat is in 1st position all the way in. We're going to play the C, which is that 6th position out here where we can see the stocking, and 4th position where the end of the slide is parallel next to the bell here. So we're going to play these back and forth. Let's try that. 1st position, 6th position, 4th position, 1st position. Here we go. Number 5. 1, 2, ready. 2 to the 6th position. Now to 4. Ready. And rest, back to 1st. 2, 3, 4. Excellent. So you have already learned 3 notes here, and we've gone through the first page of our lesson book. So as you're going through, make sure you practice these exercises every day. The more time you spend every day practicing, the easier you'll get, and I would much prefer somebody practicing a little bit every day than somebody trying to do a bunch of practicing once a week. Every bit, a little bit, every single day will be a lot more beneficial to you learning how to play your instrument. So good luck with the practicing, and we will see you for the next video. Happy practicing.